He ate my horse.
Alright guys, welcome back. Today we will be discussing part 4 of Brandon Sanderson's Well of Ascension. We're moving along quite a bit and quickly in this one. I was concerned because in the last book, when we wrapped that up, you were like, oh, this one's going to be more political. So I was like, oh god, it's going to be like slow. No, it's moving.
Mm-hmm.
It's moving. Mm-hmm. So part 4, what are we going to talk about, Kevin?
So let's talk about a horse getting eaten.
Okay.
How'd you feel about that whole debacle there?
The whole scenario?
Yeah.
Well...
Because Elend had talked to Ham about how to get out of the city, so he can go talk to Jastas.
Right, who has got control over the Kolos right now.
Yes.
Control. Yeah, I think... Well, first of all, we don't know if the horse was actually eaten, but
good chance.
There's a pretty good chance, knowing the Kolos. So that was like a breaking point for Elend, I feel like. He was just like, I am so fed up with all this crap that he just like, I don't want to say snapped, because... in this world, that would imply that now he may be able to burn some metals. I don't know if he can or not. It hasn't been mentioned. But he was just like, screw this junk. He took out... Well, he didn't take out Jastas, but he's all like getting in his face and throwing him around and being like, screw you, pal! Bah! You know, and so... And then he goes out and the horse is gone and he's just like, you know what, this is some junk. And he just loses it.
He attacks the Kolos.
He just attacks the Kolos. And the other Kolos are just like looking at him, and that's when he's like, he ate my horse. And they're just like, yeah, we get it, you know.
Because he's heaving a huge sword.
It's perfectly acceptable. I mean, because the Kolos, they don't care. They'll attack each other for just random reasons.
It was a good reason for a Kolos fight.
Right. And so, but in doing that, he realizes that Jastas is pretty much paying them off, but it's like
with
fake
coins.
Money. Yeah, it's fake money. He's going to be screwed. Jastas will be screwed if the Kolos ever find out.
Well, he's already losing his hair.
Well, yeah, this is true. So, Elend comes out of the encounter. I think he's more confident. At the time, he's like, what the hell am I doing internally? But he's just like doing it.
I feel like it was a moment of character growth. Like, he's still the scholar, he's still the philosopher, but sometimes you just gotta...
hit something?
Sometimes.
Yeah, and he comes out of it with a new sword.
Not that he would wield it, but...
Well, he was like, damn, this is a heavy sword. But I cannot let anyone know that I feel this way. So I'm just going to drag it along with me back to the castle. So, I think it was good for him to have that moment. Because I kind of feel like he was still feeling a little... I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But, you know, since they, once again... First of all, they booted him.
They deposed him.
And then when they re-voted, they still did not vote for him. So I think he was still kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? When you're down...
stressed out?
When you're just like, woe is me. Am I really a loser?
Well, he was battling depression before that.
Right. So that's it. Depressed. He was kind of in a funk.
Because he's the one that like actually was like, these people are going to freeze to death. We need to take down some buildings for wood.
Right.
And... he was actually the one getting things going.
But at the same time, he was in a funk. Because he's doing all this, and he still is not being seen as who should be the leader. So yeah, I think it was good for him to go out there and kick some Kolos, but kind of gives him the boost.
Now, what did you think about Ven's reaction to this when he was like sleeping and everything?
Her reaction, she kind of realizes she can't protect him. He's going to do what he's going to do. So then this kind of makes her think, does he even need me?
And then who shows up?
Zane. Have we already talked about Zane? I think we've talked about him.
Probably.
Yeah. So the Watcher. Yep.
Straff's other son.
Oh yeah, coming in there and giving all these in her ear about stop being their knives and you're better than this and putting the doubts in her head. So the seed's been planted. Now she's after Alin's move. She's really like.
But she had an outburst after that, I would say.
You can say. Go ahead and
go
say.
Ahead.
No, you go ahead and say. I don't know what you're talking about, first of all. There's a lot of outbursts in part 4. So, if you have a thought...
Her big outburst.
Go for it. I don't recall.
Because didn't she go out with Zane and, like, wreck Set's whole
yes.
thing?
When she went to Set to take him out.
And she was still like, one of them's a Mistborn, but they're obviously not.
Right.
After basically killing everyone there except for Set and his son.
When she showed up, they're both like, Set's in this like cowering old man on his deathbed state, and the son can't really do anything because he's just some little weakling. Yeah, so, but Zane was going to go in and take him out, and she stopped him. That pissed him off.
That was like a human moment for her. Mm-hmm. She like calmed down a little bit.
Well, she's also still trying to fight the whole Kelsier thing. She doesn't want to be like him in the fact that he would just kill noble folk, no rhyme or reason.
It was almost indiscriminate.
Right, yeah, there was no rhyme or reason to
If you're in my way, that's the reason.
And she don't want to be that way. So she's fighting that. So,
And then Elend had to chase her down, and she's still in her head.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then, she's still got the whole pulsating and hearing things from the north and wondering if she may be the hero of ages. And now, with Elend potentially not needing her, there would be nothing stopping her from going and finding out. So.
But Elend did kind of say what he needed to say at that point when he went to get her. Like, I'll support you, whatever you decide.
When she said that she thinks she needs to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And head north. And then he was like, internally not wanting her to go, but externally he said, yes, I'll support whatever decision you make.
So then, let's talk about Sazed and Tindwell's research.
Okay, go ahead.
About they're taking all the old information they have from the time of the Hero of Ages, and then they're going through the paperwork, and there's stuff missing.
Mm-hmm. Stuff that they know they've put in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's only like a little bit of the corner of the paper's missing, but
on
it's like
every paper that has
it's the same sentence. I wish I would have written down what the sentence was, but
they did look it up in their metal minds.
They did, and it's every document where that sentence is. It's missing. So what's causing that? I don't know. Did they say anything about the mists being in the room at that point?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. At first I thought, when they were describing this, I'm like, oh, Sir's been in there and he done nibbled on the paper. And then I'm like, oh no, if he's nibbling on the paper and he's taking out the same sentence on every paper, what's going on there? Maybe I don't know. But yeah, so he was, that's what I thought. I was like, oh, Sir's been nibbling on the paper. Because, he's a dog. Mm-hmm. Dogs eat paper.
Well, he's in the body of a dog anyway.
Yes. So, when he's in the body of whatever he's in, or whoever he's in, he acts like that thing would act, or that person would act.
I think he appreciated the head scritches.
Yes. Oh, that made me laugh. Because Vin just randomly reaches down and starts scratching his ears, and he's just like, wait, what? And she's like, oops, sorry. So
about the time they find that out, it gets kind of interrupted because a couple of people come for advice.
Vin and Elend. Separately, yes. Come to Sazed for advice. Vin's all, should I stay or should I go now? And Elend's like, should I let her go or not? So he pretty much tells them, stick it out. Try to make things work.
Yeah.
He believes that they should be together.
And then after that, he kind of, Sazed has a moment where he's like, We need to get them out of here.
Right, because, well, okay, so now you gotta back up a little bit. Because, so Set is pretty much, he's out of the game.
And he's taking his army away.
And he's withdrawing the army, okay? The Kolos have now moved closer to Luthadel. And Straff is still sitting out there.
But it looks like he's pulling away.
He looks like he's pulling away, but he's not. He's just giving the illusion. Okay, so anyways, the point of the matter is Luthadel is going to get attacked. It's most likely going to fall.
So the stress is up here.
The stress level is really high, and Sazed is like, if in fact Vin's thoughts are correct and that she may be the hero of ages, we need to get her out. And then Elend, who's an actual decent human being, needs to go with her, because whatever may come out of all this when it's said and done, he would be the one to do the ruling. He would be the good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's her, he would be a good companion.
Mm-hmm.
He also knows that they like each other, and it'd probably be easier to get both of them to go.
Yeah.
Because if she's out here and somehow gets word of things happening here, and Elend is here, she may stop whatever she's doing out there to come back here, and then it's all just one big cluster.
Well, plus, Saz knows that if she's there and the siege breaks and they're attacked, she's going to fight till she's dead.
Right. So then whatever's going on out here is not going to be addressed. So they said something. Dang it, I wish I remember what it was said, but it pretty much compared to of like, this is like the small picture, Luthadel.
Mm-hmm.
What's out there is the bigger picture.
So that brings us back to the team dynamic at this point.
Right.
Because Saz sends out, to the team to come have a meeting with him.
Mm-hmm. But, so it's Breeze who we initially are with.
Mm-hmm.
He's received the letter to go to this meeting. So, what?
His whole reaction to the whole thing.
Yeah, so he shows up thinking it's just going to be between him and Sazed. And then freaking Ham comes strolling in. Dox comes strolling in.
Well, Clubs was like the second one.
Yeah, he was like the second one to come
and he walks in, he's like, lose the guards.
I don't know the order that they all showed up. But anyways. So it's pretty much not a one-on-one, it's a team meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Sazed is discussing, hey, we need to get these people out because...
Well, he wants to, but it doesn't happen right away.
Well, no, but he's presenting the idea to the team. Because if you get the team on board, it'll be easier to do such a thing.
Yeah.
So... But yeah, so he's talking to them, they all agree, yep, that's what we need to try to do. Now the problem is, how are we going to get them to leave? Elend is, still... acting like a leader, even though if I was him, I would have been like, y'all don't want me, I don't need to be here. This place is getting ready to get attacked, I'm saving my own hide. But he's still there, being all good and leader-like.
Yeah.
And she's still there because she's still watching him to make sure he's okay and whatnot.
So, after that...
I don't think we're after that. I think we're all over the place at this point, but...
It's fine.
Okay.
Fine. We're talking about points.
Oh.
Anyway.
The points aren't even in order.
It's fine.
Okay.
So after that, we could say Ven gets another visit from Zane.
Could we say that, or does she?
She does.
Okay. Go ahead.
So he's trying to take her away, and she basically ends up refusing, saying she's going to stay.
Right. So, and this kind of goes back to Straff, too, because we think he's pulling out, but Zane's like, nope, the city's yours. And Straff's all like, what about the Mistborn? And he's like, she's coming with me. Fast forward to where you just said. And Vin's like, nope, I'm not coming with you in all reality. So then they have a real fight. Not a play fight. Not a hunt and chase for fun kind of thing. It's real deal Holyfield.
And we find out...
we find out who the imposter is. I've been rooting for Oshir this whole time. And it was really Tensoon That's the Khandra that works with Straff and Zane.
Who was ordered to be with Vin.
Yep. His owner, his contract holder, says go be her Khandra. Or at least give her the illusion that you're her Khandra. And then when Vin's all like, I'm not coming with you, Zane. Oh, sir, run and hide. Be safe. Because those are like the key words. Mm-hmm. When she tells him certain things, run away. Mm-hmm. That's the word for, like, bring me my medals, right?
I believe so.
I think so. Because he stores them.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't listen to her. And then she says something else. Like, he's still hiding in the corner. She says something else. Commands him. And he still doesn't respond. And Zane's like, he ain't gonna respond. Tensoon, come here. And he goes there. And I'm like, no. But.
Go ahead.
Zane is a piece of crap as far as a contract holder goes. And Tensoon, because I don't know if we mentioned in the previous episode. Was that in the previous episode or was it in this part? I don't know. But anyways, apparently the duraluminum metal, which is the metal that when you burn, it gives you whatever else you're burning at supersonic speed, strength, sound, whatever, right? Well, she did that when she was with Osur, and it hurt him, and he howled. Mm-hmm. So, like, because Osur... Tensoon has been sharing Khandra secrets with her.
Because she's been really cool with him.
They've been friends, right? So, fast forward to the Zane encounter where we learn that Osur is actually Tensoon. He breaks his contract with Zane, in theory, because when they're battling Zane and Vin...
Which he has an overwhelming advantage because of Atium.
Yep, because he has the Atium and she has none. Tensoon says something to the fact of, be careful, Master. She knows our secrets. Mm-hmm. And Zane's all just like, shut up, Tensoon. And then that's like the clue for Vin. She does her
Basically, she soothes him, like, really intensely. Which allows her to take over his... body and
take over Tensoon's body.
Yes, and then she uses him to attack Zane to get off of her.
Yep, and she can get to her medals.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she has to like hurt him doing that. But the point is, what I was getting at is he has a contract technically with Zane, but since Zane is a piece of crap, he breaks the contract in theory because he remains loyal to her by saying that, which is like. His keyword to her.
He gave her permission.
He gave her permission to essentially hurt him because when she does that, I don't know, maybe it's like a dog whistle. Like, hurt, you know what I mean? Like, it's so...
Well, Khandra isn't really a dog, but...
No, I'm just saying, like, you know how, like, there are things that we can't hear, but...
Oh, there's a lot of,
animals can hear, and it hurts them because it's so high-pitched. High frequency, or hell, maybe it's like when I go to the dentist and they put the piece way back there and it's all high pitched and it hurts me, but nobody else can hear it, I don't think. Anyways, whatever. This is going off in some weird direction. The point is, Tensoon is good. Even though he's the imposter, he's good. Mm-hmm. So now I guess I gotta start calling him Tensoon. But here's the thing. Oh, he wants to remain in dog form. Because he still has Osur's... He still has the wolfhound bones that were meant for Osur, correct?
He's in the second body, which gets injured in this fight. But he still has the old bones from the other wolfhound that he said he could probably make one...
he can mix and mix them.
But then he has to... Because she basically tricked Zane with, like... a reflex kind of thing, like she wasn't thinking, and then she reacted to his reaction with the Atium to kill him.
Yep, she took him out. Took Zane out. Zane is done.
So Zane is dead. Mm-hmm. So Tensoon said he would make a body, but when she came back, he'd be gone. Because he has to go back to the hometown.
He has to go back to the homeland of the Kandra to get reassignment. Oh.
Now, when Zane died, what did you think about what was going on in his head?
Well, he's had this voice in his head the whole time to wherever he encounters anyone, with the exception of Vin, he's been told to kill him. Kill him, kill her, whoever it is. But if it's Vin, there's like no voice. So he's been dead. That was part of the reason why he wanted her to go with him, because he's under the impression that she's going to save him. Anyways, so upon his death, the voice, known as God, informs him that he's actually not insane.
Never was.
Never was insane. So now it's like, what is this? Because it's also said in the chapter, written, that he has a spike through him. And that there is a head. So, like, the way I picture it, because he has the spike and it goes through, that's why he doesn't wear the cloaks.
Because it kind of comes out his back and catches.
But then it almost sounds like there's a head also in front of him. I don't know. Maybe I just read that wrong. Anyways.
Could be like a nail head. I don't know.
I don't know. But it almost seemed like it was like a head.
Face or something.
Yeah. Maybe I read it wrong. Now that you say it could have been a nail head. I don't know. Because I think it just said the head. Anyways. So yeah, he has a spike through him. What's that all about? I mean, he's dead now, so I don't know if we'll ever find out. But there's that whole voice thing. That's something.
You will figure that out eventually.
Okay. But yeah, so Zane is gone. Oh yeah, so we found so Zane's gone. Osur is Tensoon. Mystery solved. I hope he gets reassigned to the not the crew, because so the crew's being left in Luthadel. I'm nervous for him.
Tensions are high.
Because there's not a Mistborn amongst them.
They were actually, when they were having that meeting, it looked like they were about to like break down and start attacking each other.
Well,
the stress.
Yes, they were all getting on each other's nerves and whatnot. But I'm worried about them because, like I said, there's not a Mistborn amongst them. And I imagine they're a bit older. They're like, this is gonna make me sound old. But they're in like their upper 30s or their mid 30s. So
probably.
And they're Mistborn, she's in her upper teens. That's an age difference.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned about them. So yeah, they're staying there. I forgot where I was going with this thought. Oh my God, I forgot where I was going with my thought. Where was I going with it?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, so she has this battle with Zane, whatever.
And she's injured.
And of course, end of part, Vin is injured. So she's injured, but she runs back instead of going to
Instead of going to get medical treatment from Saz.
Immediately, she goes to Elend and, proclaims her love and we need to be together and I want to be with you and blah, blah, blah. And he's all like, you're like bleeding from all over the place. Let's go get some medical attention and then we'll talk.
Well, I believe she apologized for killing her brother, or his brother first.
Yeah, first she did it and he's like, wait, what? I have a brother? Anyways, that's not the point. You're bleeding right now. Let's go get this taken care of. So they go to Sazed. And they're, healing her up and performing things. And she's all rambling. Next thing you know, it's all dun, 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 dun. We're getting married. And so they get married, like right there. Elend and Vin. And Sazed is their witness.
And then he uses the opportunity
to get them out of Luthadel.
He basically is like, look, this whole thing with what she's getting from up north, go to it.
Yep. Take spooks with you.
Because it could take out the Kandra. Because he's sending Tindwyl and Spook with him. Like a small little group.
I said spooks. But yeah. Spook and Tindwyl. Her and Elend are heading north. So, I'm worried about the crew and Sazed. Well, is he staying there or is he going south?
I think he's staying there.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly at
I
this
don't
point.
know. The point is the rest of the crew, Ham, Docs, Clubs, Breeze, they're staying in the town that's about to get ransacked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried. Anyways. But yeah, so they get married. So now they're a team venture.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say
Wow.
Team Ven, but anyway.
Well, but she's now Ven Venture. I'm assuming she took his last name. I don't know. Does she even have
What
a
a
last name?
matriarchal
I
talk.
don't know, but anyways.
Or patriarchal. I should say.
Patriarchal, I was gonna say. But yeah, so yeah, they're married.
So where do you see this going now?
Oh god. Well, obviously they're going to the Well of Ascension. They're
Whatever told you that?
so they're going there. Like I'm worried about Luthadel and the gang.
Do you see death?
Yes. Not so much for Vin and Alen. Crew members. I see some of them not making it. I had a thought. Gosh dang it. I can't remember any of my thoughts today.
Well, you want to wrap it up here then? Or
I guess. Alright, so with that, part 5 is coming up next. About a week, like normal. How many parts are in this one?
6.
Alright, so we got 2 more parts to. Is there an epilogue?
Yes.
So 3 more parts to go.
Well, 6 and epilogue will probably be together.
No, I mean, but in the book.
Oh, yeah.
3 parts. Video wise, 2 more videos to go.
And then on to Hero of Ages.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.